लोग अपनी EMIs नहीं दे पाए, उनके कार्स पूरे चले गए.
That's a sad thing to
Yeah,
have, right?
because this route is like a gold mine for ride-hailing industry.
I know.
Daily we see like 5,000, 6,000 trips daily from Pune to Mumbai. Say our driver partners earn more than anyone in the industry right now.
Seriously?
Yeah, private car को own करने का एक अलग ही cost है. You have to own the car, you have to arrange the parking space, you have to check for the entire maintenance. एक दो साल बाद आपको टायर्स चेंज करने हैं. We don't have any surge policy. It is zero surcharge. So what we are at the daytime, same at the night time. We don't think if it is just raining, I should increase the price by 30 to 40 rupees a kilometer. I don't think that is fair to a customer. There are horror cab stories everywhere. Entire social media is filled with horror cab stories.
Right.
We haven't faced these issues till now. So one issue that we faced was, which was, I would say, a good problem to have. A professor called me. A professor from college Symbiosis, he called me. So what he used to do was, earlier he used to go by other aggregators, but by facing the issue he used to, so he started with going through his own car. Then when he got to know about GrEL, he stopped that. He used to schedule a GrEL daily.
अच्छा.
Going to the college. One day he called me and he's saying, आपके slots नहीं मिल रहे हैं.
अच्छा.
So he was like scolding me कि मैंने आपके कैब के बारे में इतने लोगों को बताया, आपके slots नहीं मिल रहे हैं मुझे.
अच्छा.
तो मैं क्या करूँ ये वो. Then I had a full 15 to 20 minutes discussion with him how this our scheduling thing work. Then he understood it. He's आप बस कैब बढ़ाओ, आपकी जो सर्विस है it is great. So ऐसे जब फीडबैक आते, that was a good problem to have.
Good problem to have.
Yeah.
I know. That's a good problem to
Yeah.
have. तो आपका expansion का क्या plan है?
Expansion initially we were like हम multiple cities में जाएंगे. हम मतलब पुणे, बॉम्बे, बैंगलोर, ये हमारे थे कि हम within a year we'll be doing it, but things have slightly changed right now. The demand which we are seeing in Pune is just phenomenal. So you have to say, so our main focus right now is to increase the fleet size over here. Okay. And probably then start with Pune Mumbai market. So because a lot more calls have come to us कि हम
intercity.
Yeah, because this route is like a gold mine for ride-hailing industry. I know. Daily we see like 5,000, 6,000 trips daily from Pune to Mumbai. So our plan is to start this model. So for that we are looking for a bigger car in the EV segment. So we are in talks with certain OEMs to get this
customization.
No, not customization, just a car with big boot space and battery percentage, because customization actually is not needed. So with these things, as soon as that car comes, we'll be starting this Pune Mumbai route, and focus is on increasing fleet size in Pune till now. Probably next year we'll be moving to a different city after Pune Mumbai.
अच्छा.
So these.
तो आपके इसमें ड्राइवर कितना कमाता है एंड वाई? मेरा एक बार एक्सपीरियंस हुआ था कि जब हमको ग्रेल के बारे में पता चला रिसेंटली, देन आई स्पोक विद वन ऑफ द ड्राइवर्स कि ऐसे ऐसे ग्रेल है, आप उसमें व्हाई डोंट यू स्टार्ट दैट. तो वो बोलता है नहीं ईवी कार बड़ी महंगी है, तो हम कैसे रिकवर करेंगे, हमारा पैसे कैसे बनेगा? कैन यू explain a little bit about this?
Sure. So I'll say our driver partners earn more than anyone in the industry right now.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Okay.
And because we are getting that traction, we are getting that service, and they don't have the hassle to maintain the car, as I've previously spoken. So the cars part we take care of.
Okay.
We have certain we have our investors who get the cars for us, and we earn a lot to give them a return on this. And our driver partners earn close to 24 to 25,000 a month. Okay. Which is by standard more than anywhere in the ride-hailing industry in Pune. Okay. So these factors are there. So that initial that how we'll buy the car, so that part we take care for the drivers. What they have to do is they have to give a good service right now. So people are ready to pay for a nicer experience. Means over here it is like लोग मेरे को बोलते कि यार अब 50 रुपए भी ज्यादा ले लो, बट मेरे को आपकी कैब चाहिए. तो ये है कि people are ready to pay for good services right now. बट अभी जो उन्हें बाकी जगह सर्विस मिलती है, इट इज़ नॉट लाइक जितना वो पे कर रहे हैं उसके वर्थ नहीं है.
अच्छा.
बट दिस सिचुएशन इज डिफरेंट इन द वेस्ट, इन द अदर कंट्रीज. वहाँ पे इट इज लाइक दे गेट अ मच रिचर एक्सपीरियंस, probably because डिमांड एंड सप्लाई में वो गैप नहीं है जो इंडिया में. इंडिया में लाइक एज पूरा मार्केट भी व्हेन वी वर डिस्कसिंग, पुणे पहली सिटी क्यों थी, क्योंकि पुणे में लोग अब राइड हेलिंग ही यूज कर रहे हैं. प्राइवेट मतलब प्राइवेट को ओन करने, प्राइवेट कार को ओन करने का एक अलग ही कॉस्ट है. You have to own the car, you have to arrange the parking space, you have to check for the entire maintenance. 1-2 साल बाद आपको टायर्स चेंज करने हैं. तो विद दिस मीन्स पूरा जो क्राउड है, दे आर मूविंग टू राइड हेलिंग कि कैब आएगी, करेक्ट, हम लोग बुक करेंगे एंड दे आर हैप्पी.
राइट.
सो फॉर आवर ड्राइवर पार्टनर्स वी आर डूइंग अ अपलिफ्टमेंट अ लॉट फॉर देम, एंड the response that our churn rate of driver partner is even less than 5%.
Achha.
Yeah, so
and what is the standard industry churn?
It is like close to 40%.
40%?
Yeah. So once when our customer comes with us, they stick with us. When our driver partner comes with us, they stick with us. So during we do a Diwali celebration, means Dussehra and Diwali celebration. So we started with 2 cars last year.
Achha.
We first ran it on aggregator to understand the market. So those driver partners last year I distributed them sweets. So this year I saw the same driver partners with us.
Achha.
So it was like the entire 1 year they stuck with us. They have seen the everything. Earlier when they were doing like 2 rides a day, now they do like 8-9 rides a day. So they have seen the entire difference. So then they used to ask me, sir ये कैसे चलेगा, हम पे तो 2 ही राइड मिल रही है. Now this is sir, काम तो बहुत बढ़ गया है, काम तो बहुत सारा है. तो दे आर ऑल्सो इंजॉइंग इट कि मजा आता है सर. अब उस टाइम पे दे यूज्ड टू सिट आइडल, और अब जब डिमांड है, लाइक एवरीवन इज नोइंग अबाउट अस. सो इट इज अ गुड थिंग. आवर ड्राइवर पार्टनर्स आर स्टिकिंग विद अस, आवर कस्टमर्स आर स्टिकिंग विद अस.
So if we compare your pricing, it's so interesting to see that आपका जो driver partnership program जो आपने build किया है, it's quite robust.
Yeah.
तो इसमें the driver is happy, your end user is happy. Ultimately we are able to create an ecosystem जिसमें हम green technology को आगे लेकर जा रहे हैं. तो pricing कैसी है? End user they are happy, but what's the pricing? Because ये surcharge का बड़ा एक issue है, and cancellation जो होता है, because the driver feels that कि उसको better मिल रहा है, तो वो he cancels the previous ride. तो इसमें आप कैसे इसको trying to standardize it so that the end user sees value, driver sees predictability, and at the end of the day we are creating an experience which is moving this entire industry forward. There is no kind of a sad story that we get to hear about this entire thing.
Yeah, so how our economics work in this pricing, I would say we are very competitive. It's not like we don't have any surge policy. It is zero surcharge. So what we are at the daytime, same at the night time. We don't think if it is just raining, I should increase the price by 30 to 40 rupees a kilometer. I don't think that is fair to a customer. So just with a slight drizzle, you cannot increase the price. This is what we see at other places. This surge thing, and sometimes the price is such low that you are paying like 12-13 rupees a kilometer. So how will the driver partner who is driving a cab, how will he sustain? It is not possible for him to sustain. He has to pay a cut to the aggregators. So it just becomes a very tough for them. So as we have seen, like many of our driver partners, earlier they used to drive on other aggregators and they just left and came to us. They're like वहाँ पैसा बन ही नहीं सकता
है, मतलब कोई भी फॉर्मूला डाल लो बट पैसा नहीं बन रहा है.
क्योंकि आप कभी आप 11-12 रुपए किलोमीटर दे रहे हो और कभी आप 35-40 रुपीस किलोमीटर दे रहे हो. ह्यूज गैप है और वो दोनों लोगों के लिए वैलिड नहीं.
इनकंसिस्टेंट है ना, मतलब यू आर नॉट क्रिएटिंग, एक्चुअली यू आर creating you're not creating positive disruption, you're creating negative disruption.
Correct. और ये एक उनके लिए भी अनप्रेडिक्टेबिलिटी ले आता है ड्राइवर पार्टनर्स के लिए. सो द वन हु आर ओनिंग द कैब, उनका पास बहुत सारे हैसल्स हैं. उन्हें पूरा EMI निकालना है कार का, and probably a year before we have seen that लोग अपनी EMIs नहीं दे पाए, उनके cars पूरे चले गए.
That's a sad thing to
yeah
have, right?
yeah so क्योंकि driver partners they used to buy cars on loans and जब उन्हें return ही नहीं मिल रहा, they're not even able to take out the EMI, so it doesn't make any sense for them.
And look at us end user, we want cabs and cabs are not available.
Yeah.
कहीं पर तो ये mystery solve करना बहुत जरूरी है.
बहुत ज़्यादा, क्योंकि इस मार्केट का डिमांड बढ़ने ही वाला है. मीन्स व्हाट प्रेशर राइट नाउ वी हैव इज टू इंक्रीज द फ्लीट. क्योंकि एज आई हैव सीन, जैसे हमारे अब स्लॉट्स बुक हो जाते हैं सारे. अब इट इज अ गुड प्रॉब्लम टू हैव, बट आई वांट दैट कस्टमर टू स्टे विद मी. आवर कस्टमर रिटेंशन रेट इज फिनोमिनल. Once anyone has taken a GrEL ride, their first choice becomes GrEL. Which I think I've heard from many customers. Like I do random calls to customers just to get their feedbacks and all. And they're like, अब GrEL के सिवाय हम लोग तो कुछ और कर ही नहीं पाते. आपने ये क्या किया, मुझे इतना हैबिचुअल क्यों बना दिया? Customer called me कि यार day before yesterday वो मेरे को बोलते हैं कि मयंक आपने ये सब इतना अच्छा प्रोडक्ट बनाया है ये, बट आपने मेरे लिए प्रॉब्लम कर दी है कि अब मैं और कुछ बुक ही नहीं कर पाता. बोलते आपके स्लॉट्स नहीं मिल रहे हैं. मतलब वही एक मेजर चैलेंज है. और हम स्लॉट सिस्टम भी, शेड्यूलिंग सिस्टम इसलिए चलते हैं बिकॉज वी वांट टू स्टिक टू जीरो कैंसिलेशन. वंस वी हैव कमिटेड समथिंग वी वांट टू फुलफिल इट. इफ यू हैव शेड्यूल्ड अ राइड फॉर 11:15 AM, वी शुड बी देयर बाय 11:05, 11:10, नॉट लेटर देन दैट. बिकॉज एक प्लान होता है तो एवरीवन फील्स लेस एंशियस, उनका एक पूरा ऑर्गेनाइज्ड स्ट्रक्चर बन जाता है. So that is why this thing we have to keep on increasing the fleet, for which we are raising our investment rounds too.
Oh, good to hear so many interesting things from you. थोड़ा सा इसको और डीपर जाते हैं और इसको समझते हैं कि अभी आपका जो आपने इन्वेस्टमेंट राउंड्स रेज किए हैं, कैन यू जस्ट शेयर अबाउट दैट एंड हाउ डिड यू get to find your first investor? because ये बहुत बड़ा चैलेंज होता है कि हमने बिजनेस तो स्टार्ट कर दिया, तो how do I find the right investor and who is that right investor?
Sure, means it is very important to choose the right investor. जितना हम लोगों ने ये इंडस्ट्री देखा है, so we have raised like 2 rounds, we have been connected with a VC firm, we have our angel investors. So there is an advantage, like Sarthak, my co-founder, he comes from a business background too. I have some business background. Means my entire journey has been through tech, but family has a business background. So Sarthak majorly deals in this sector. So when we talked with multiple investors, there are means a lot of options right now in the market. When you even just go and search for VCs, you can connect to VCs who are working in this electric clean tech domain. Everyone is bullish on this industry. So finding the first investors was tough. It was like we are just coming out from college and एक हमें round raise करना है. So we have some certain connects in the industry जिन्होंने हमें बताया that how these things work, आपको किस प्लेटफॉर्म पे रेस करना होगा. सो वी यूज्ड टू मेल VCs, उनमें से ही वन gave a response to us and then we closed a round with them. So काफ़ी questions थे how this industry will pan out, क्योंकि you can say we are operational intensive, but our tech is something that supports the entire thing.
Tech आपने बनाया?
हमारी पूरी टीम है. I've been very fortunate to have this team. So we have 3 founding engineers who have built this with me. One is from BITS Pilani, 2 are from my UPS colleagues. So as I said, I met them, and when we was discussing their ideas, they were very open to this कि हाँ कुछ build करते हैं. ऐसे problems तो सबको लोग ही face करते हैं, और इसका tech, there is an advanced tech required in this, or we see our tech is a lot more advanced right now anywhere in the market.
Okay.
क्योंकि in this you see एक centralized operation आ जाता है, तो और EV आ जाती है, तो EV के साथ it is not easy. आप simply किसी भी को भी ride allocate नहीं कर सकते, क्योंकि you have to check the battery percentage, तो इसका battery percentage क्या है वो correct होना चाहिए. So a lot more research went into this कि हमें कार का राइट परसेंटेज कैसे मिल सकता है, व्हाट वी शुड थिंक फॉर 1% में कितने किलोमीटर चलेगी. A lot more study went on to this. After that we were able to build this EV tech. It is not a simple ride hailing की ठीक है रिक्वेस्ट आई मैं दे दी जो नियरेस्ट है. यहाँ पे आपको सब कुछ कंसिडर करना पड़ता है. आपको ये भी कंसिडर करना पड़ेगा कि ये ड्राइवर पार्टनर इस टाइम पे फ्री है तो आप इसे दो, इसकी शिफ्ट तो खत्म नहीं हो रही, ऐसा तो नहीं हो रहा कि इसकी 12 आवर्स की शिफ्ट 15 आवर्स की हो रही है तो वो भी खुश नहीं कि मेरे को 3 घंटे एक्स्ट्रा क्यों काम करना पड़ रहा है. तो हमने एक एडवांस टेक बनाया है इसमें इन विच वी आर सॉल्विंग ऑल दीज इश्यूज. क्योंकि ईवी आ जाता है, ईवी के साथ ऐसा लगता है बहुत एक मिथ है ईवी का कि ईवी आ गया तो सस्ता होना चाहिए.
That's a general myth, right? Percentage देखते हैं ना.
बट ऐसा नहीं है, मींस आई वुड से, क्योंकि ईवी के साथ ऑपरेटिंग कॉस्ट इज डेफिनेटली लोअर. बट एक इनिशियल कॉस्ट आ जाता है. यू नीड अ एक्सपर्टीज इन दिस मार्केट. तो अभी व्हाट पीपल हु कम्स टू अस लाइक ऑल मेजर आईटी जायंट्स ऑफ पुणे आर वर्किंग विद अस राइट नाउ. सो दे आर कमिंग टू अस. One major reason is EV expertise. When it comes to EV, I think we are slightly deviating from the discussion, but when it comes to EV, I just like to share everything.
Yeah, because you are very passionate about it, right?
Yeah, so when it comes to EV, like you have to maintain a charging cycle. You cannot just simply plug in and do a fast charge and then keep on sending the car. That will just destroy a battery. So it is like you have to maintain a charging cycle, 4 fast charging cycle, then you have to do a single slow charge cycle. So in the market, and everyone has not got this knowledge right now. So what they end up doing is like 2-3 people came to us, they bought 10 to 15 cars, they are saying they are not able to run it, please run it. Our contracts, some of the companies have came with that they have earlier given a contract to a company, but they are not able to fulfill it because a background R&D is required in this, how things will work in this. So this is what we have gained. Probably we launched last year. We started the company last year in July. We incorporated it, and technology we launched in January. So in this 1 year, we are able to gather all this knowledge, how things work in EV industry.
It's quite phenomenal. In a few months' time, I've started seeing a lot of cabs, and I'm seeing visibility. In fact, how we got to know about you is someone in my complex had booked a cab, and we got inquisitive, and we said, okay, well, what's this? So that means that there is visibility, and that's interesting to have.
Yeah, so this visibility is one of the major reason is our service. So once a customer comes with us, we have been very thankful for the support we have got from the customers, because our marketing budgets have been very low. As a startup, you cannot just put big billboards and do stuffs like 1000 ads चला देते हैं, ये कर देते हैं. You cannot buy influencers, means reels from influencers. You cannot get it. So what we have done is means for me, my groups have been very supportive. Like they have been forwarding the GrEL videos in their society groups. They have been booking for someone else too. So these as we did this this is like a very
marketing, yes.
These type of marketing which we have done, and our customers have just, like I said you, that professor, so he was saying to me, मैंने सबको बताया आपके बारे में.
प्रोडक्ट अच्छा है ना, तो मार्केटिंग अब तभी आपकी सक्सेसफुल होगी, वर्ड ऑफ माउथ तभी होगा जब प्रोडक्ट.
So we rely on this word of mouth marketing. We don't have marketing budgets to do a lot of marketing. So this word of mouth marketing has helped us. I think you got to know from the same source.
Yes. Mayank, हमने जैसे पहले डिस्कस किया था ना कि there is a lot of opinion about EV industry for and against. तो एक जो है ये बहुत डिस्कशन, जो बहुत क्रूशियल डिस्कशन है, वो है नेट जीरो. So what is your understanding on that, and आप कैसे इस पूरे प्रोसेस को नेट जीरो करने वाले?
See, this is completely correct that EVs are currently not a net zero carbon, means they don't leave a net zero carbon footprint. Just because majority of the electric stations पे जो energy आ रही है, that is coming from grid.
Right.
So grid की energy can be from thermal power plants too. So what we are planning in the future is that our hubs, like we have 2 hubs in Pune right now, third one is coming up soon. So these hubs we will be completely solarizing. We'll be putting solar, means we'll be using solar energy to fuel our charging infra.
That's incredible.
Yeah, so this will completely convert EVs to net zero carbon footprint, since we are charging through solar energy and just using it on our electric vehicles. So we are working on this, and we are currently doing R&D on this, and soon you will see actions on this, and that time we'll be even able to say that we are completely a net zero company.
Wow, that would be incredible.
For the
Yeah, for the entire ecosystem, for our planet. That will be an amazing thing, and I think that will be a lot of that will inspire a lot of other startups to look at this entire proposition
Yeah.
and maybe explore this
Yeah,
further.
there is a huge business opportunity in this sector. In electric vehicle sector, as I say, that still there are not very economical cars in the electric fleet. Like you mentioned about the driver
Yes.
you were talking to, कि ये तो इतनी महंगी कार है.
हाँ, बिल्कुल.
So as more and more players come to it and technology becomes more advanced, we'll see a car in 7 to 8 lakh rupees too, as we have seen in IC. So when
Right.
this comes, that time I think more and more adoption of EV will happen. Probably that will be the time, like we were previously discussing, how private vehicles are not beneficial in that time. Private vehicles might turn out to be more beneficial in this. So as technology expand, this will be the situation will be better and better.
Yes. Thank you so much, for sharing such incredible insights. I think this entire, conversation, if we look at, so we had such an inspiring thing that we get to hear from someone who's as young as you are. I see myself 20 years ago, and I see that passion. So right, out of the college, you're starting something which is in a space which is working for the planet, which is a space to own and a space to kind of create revolutions. I think I loved having this conversation. Would like to have a very powerful tip for the budding entrepreneurs from your side, so that they they see that someone as young as you can start, then why not we?
One thing I would say is take risk. I think how the things have panned out for me is that I was able to take the risk. Like when we were discussing earlier, like you have to leave a big package, and you have to you were starting a startup. Initially things are uncertain, so things will always be uncertain. You have to take that risk. You have to form a team. There is nothing without a team. I have been fortunate to have a very great team. I've
Okay.
met people in my colleges who have left their very high paying jobs to work with me, who like our tech team. It's a very small tech team, and when we show our product to the team, to the general people, they say this cannot be the work of 5 to 6 people. And I'm like, this is the work of 5 to 6 people, and you will see more and more features coming up. Like we have a huge appreciation towards our technology. Like your app is super easy to use. It is very smooth. So that is one thing I would say is have a team. You have to have a organized structure as you move forward and forward. As I think that is all. Take risk is one thing. You have to think out of the box in this.
Okay, so taking risk and thinking out of the box is something that you would like to tell budding entrepreneurs
Yeah.
to explore. Thank you so much. It was lovely chatting up with you and knowing so much about EV industry. I think I learned it like a child because you hear so many things, you read so much, but when you hear it from someone who is in this space and who's trying to disrupt this space, it's incredible to hear from someone like you.
Yeah, as when I think Abhishek reached out to us, and he said that you and Abhishek, you and him want to take a podcast with us. We were equally very excited that we'll be featuring, and more people will get to know about us. probably this will convert to rides too. We'll see many people taking more rides of us in Pune. So thank you for that. Thank you for providing us an opportunity to let people know more about GrEL.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Mayank. It was pleasure having you.
Thank you.